Okay, so Bobby Drop Table. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings and expand your domain. Prepare to face your rivals and become the master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new age of wonders. Tome of Beasts. Goblinoid mystics who are sneaky and ride spiders. They are adept settlers and ritual cannibals. You know, because. Starting magic. Mark as prey. Target enemy becomes distracted and suffers 3 sundered defenses. -1 defense, so -1 status resistance. Defense reduces physical damage, and status resistance reduces the chance that a unit will be affected by a negative status effect. Cosmic Ablation. Target unit sustains 10 lightning damage, 10 fire damage, and 10 frost damage. Okay, here we are. We have us, and we have... Oh no, sorry. They are our scouts. Mystic Projection, Scout Unit, Ethereal, Avacnids. So these are the Avacnids. Because there may be other goblinoid races in this realm, they just won't necessarily be spider-mounted, sneaky, mystic, cannibalistic, settler goblinoid races. This is us. We are unique in that regard. Ethereal, an ethereal unit with 2 spirit resistance. Spirit resistance reduces spirit damage, and -4 lightning resistance. Pass through. Can pass through obstacles. Immune to a bunch of things. They can cast cosmic bolts, they can eat corpses, and they're neutral in terms of their morale. I'm going to tell you to automatically explore. Just get out there and explore the world. Most of the world is going to look like absolute direness. It's just volcanic ruins everywhere. It will gradually stop being that. Oh, thank you very much for reposting that, Bilal. Yes, there we go. That is the lore behind Dear Bobby Tables. Now, as for us, I am riding a spider. We've got a soother. Corpse Eating, Soothing Breeze, target friendly unit and another within 2 hexes and heal 20 temporary hit points. We've got an Arcane Guard, it's a polearm unit. Specialists in taking out large threats and cavalry and can counter shock unit charges. Polearm units have first strike. When attacked, a unit with first strike will use a retaliation attack to attack first. Charge resistance, unaffected by the bonus effects of the charge attack. Plus 40% damage against cavalry and plus 40% damage against large target units. It's got a melee strike for 12 damage and can eat corpses. All of our people will be able to do that, I imagine. Support unit here. Defensive specialist that supports friendly units from afar and protects them from magical attacks. A support unit has a defense mode warding. Ends its turn and goes into a defensive mode. Extends its zone of control to all adjacent hexes. Plus 2 defense, plus 2 resistance. Immune to flanking. All adjacent friendly units gain plus 3 resistance and plus 3 status resistance. So that's actually pretty nice. Cosmic Blast. 4 tiles ranged. Single magical attack that hits a target. It only does 1. But it does 5, 5, and 5. So up to 15 points of damage. Affected by line of sight. But it doesn't look like that can double. We've also got the Arcanist. And if I right-click, it'll actually bring them up a little bit better. So there's the Arcanist there. Cosmic Bolts. Now this one, unlike the support character, whose Cosmic Blast is a one-and-done thing. You can use it if you've got 1 action point, but it doesn't do anything more than that. Just attacks once. Whereas this, those crescent moons mean that you need 1 point to use it, but if you have more, it'll cast the spell multiple times until you've used them all up. Defense mode. Attunement Starblades. When a spell is cast, this unit's base attack randomly gains fire damage, lightning damage, or frost damage for 3 turns. And Sneaky. Plus 20% damage on flanking attacks. Okay. Let's have a look at us. There we go, with our stupidly long arms. So, Lightning Orb, tier 1 item there. Have we got any other items? No. We've got our Spider. It's a tier 2 mount, very fast movement. 48 movements on the world map, 48 movement in combat. Now, what I would like to do is get some scouts with this kind of movement, frankly. The cavalry unit type. This unit is mounted on an animal. Well, it is the mount, but sure. Web always hits. 4 range, costs all 3 action points to do it, deals 12 damage. Deals damage in a 1 hex radius, immobilized. Base 60% chance of inflicting immobilized for 1 turn. Nice. Unit cannot move. That's going to come in very handy. So these are all the abilities that our main character has. Quick stab, magic bolts. So magic bolts is attack multiple times. Quick stab is attack once for 16 damage. This could potentially do 30 damage if we could hit each one. Over channel allows you to cast an additional spell this turn, but it can only be used once per battle. So yeah. Ruler. The ruler unit is a unit who both represents and leads an empire. They can lead armies and become powerful battle units. Like a hero, they are needed to explore ancient wonders, initiate a siege, and govern cities. If a ruler loses all of their HP in battle, they are forced into the astral void. If a ruler is forced into the astral void and their throne city is captured, they lose the game. Hero, land movement, cavalry. Okay. Right then. So, got a lot of things to do. This is the whole map. We're up in the top left corner. Set production. Sourcel. Our town name of Sourcel. You know what? I'm going to need a couple of names, peeps. So I'm just going to open name in game for a few moments. Drop your names in there. And I'll use them as I need them. I'll just leave it open for a few moments. Just get a couple of names that we can use. And then I'll reopen it later if I need it. Okay, that's good enough. So, Albedo Alchemics. So we'll call the city Albedo. Yep. I'm just going to keep the rest of the names there. Right, so, set production. In 4 turns, our population is going to grow, but we do actually have the ability to gain a couple of things already, which is nice. Alright, so, let me do a couple of checks. So claim this province, Bobby has a mine can be built here thanks to a province feature. You can annex this province via a nearby city that has grown its population, or I can build a farm. It has a gold vein. This one has an iron deposit. This one has pastures. This one has nothing. Ashlands, mountains, rocky, cliff. A sprawling expanse of grey dust and ash. A hut can be built in this province. Due to the lack of good farmland, a less efficient hut can be built in this province instead. You can annex this province via a nearby city. We are not going to want to do that unless we are forced to, but we might be forced to. I think we're going to go for the mine. Now, gold is very important for a lot of things, obviously, and I could double down on that. But if you have a look in here, there are some things you need certain buildings for. So, for example, a vendor. If I build a farm, I'm going to boost it. Boosting a city structure reduces its cost by 30%. But there are certain things that require certain types of province buildings. So the fact I can build a mine here, I think I'm going to build that there so that potentially I'm going to be able to build things like markets and such later on within my city. Because that's, of all of these, I've got 2 places that can have quarries, 2 places that can have farms, 1 place that can have a forester, 1 place that can have a mine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build a mine over here. Punk. Let's head back into Albedo. Now, a storehouse would be nice. It would take me 7 turns to make, but it would give me extra food income, and that will grow my population faster. A shrine will give me extra mana income. Library will give me extra knowledge income. And Evocator's Abode. Plus 5 mana, plus 10 draft. Draft is what we use to gather units. And plus 5 production. And unlocks a stone conjurer and blacksmith. This unlocks the market. Shrine unlocks a mana obelisk. This one gives a lot of good things, though. But I think we're going to go for the storehouse first to get extra population growth as quickly as we can. Hey, Smexy, how you doing? Go. That will lead into a granary later, which will be very nice, but that's for much later for us. In terms of unit production, we can make an Arcane Guard, an Arcanist, and a Mystic Projection. I want more scouts, so we're going to grab that. Now, I think we'll probably have a couple of quests here and there. We're very far. Military ranking is 7 of 7. Well, poop. Expansion, victory. There are different types of victories. What victory do you want us to go for, chat? We can go for military victory. To achieve a military victory, an empire needs to defeat all other non-allied empires. To defeat an empire, its ruler needs to be forced into the astral void and its throne city must be captured. Expansionist victory. To achieve an expansionist victory, an empire needs to control enough provinces to unlock the Beacons of Unity. After building 3 beacons in different cities, you can light the beacons, during which hostile armies are spawned in an attempt to destroy them. If you can defend the beacons for 15 turns, you will be victorious. Magic victory. To achieve the magic victory, an empire needs to build a seed, root, and heart affinity province improvement, unlocked when you choose tier 3, 4, and 5 tones. If all 3 improvements of the same affinity are built, the magic victory spell is unlocked. Channeling the spell takes 15 turns, until victory is achieved, during which hostile armies are spawned next to the improvements in an attempt to destroy them. Or the score victory. The empire with the highest score when the turn limit is reached is victorious. Round 150. We are mystics, that's true. Okay, well, I'll track this one then. There we are. Research a tier 5 tome. Set arcane research. Wildspeaker. Unleash the beast. A sport unit that empowers your animals. Poison blast, a single magical attack at a target. Just does 14 blight damage. Doesn't cause poison, just does blight damage. Corpse Eater, conjure animals, summon a random tier 1 animal unit, and unleash the beast. Gains killing momentum for 3 turns. Unit regains 1 action point when killing another unit. Works once per turn. Oh, okay. Becomes +2 strengthened. Or animal kinship. Makes the target race more bestial and connected to animals. When adjacent to a friendly animal or cavalry unit, they are granted a buff. I think... I think I want Wildspeakers. So let's start researching them. Right. Really? That's our voice? Wow. Okay, time for us to get out there and start wandering around the world and finding out what's going on. Now, we're up in the top left, so I kind of want to head out in that direction first and see what there is to see. Oh, actually, I should have gone there and grabbed those, but hopefully my unit there will head in that direction in a moment. Yeah, perfect. I want more scouts, a lot more scouts, so that I can quickly look at what's going on in the world. Well, poop! Oh, no, no, wait, no, that was good. That was good. The provinces changed. Yeah, these provinces just became different things. I thought we just got exploded, but we did not. All is well. All is well. Crisis averted. We are not, in fact, exploded. What do we got over there? Shield units. Once affected by volcanic activity and subject to the following, unit suffers -3 fire resistance but gains 3 frost resistance. Maybe we could do it. I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit more scouting first before I start attacking things. Oh, there's Looks like a swarm over there. There's it. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking the fact that the world is slowly building itself. That is actually very good. Oh. We've been rewarded with a lesser magma spirit. Battle mage unit. Okay, let's have a look at you. Take reward. Hi. So it has fire bolts. It's a multicast burning attack. 60% chance of inflicting burning for 3 turns. Sustains 8 fire damage each turn. Defense, volcanic heat. This unit is in a province affected by volcanic heat. That's fine. So our fire resistance is still actually quite decent. In fact, no, it'll neutralize our elemental resistance. Fiery Wake, this unit ignites flammable obstacles it moves over on fire. In addition, this unit is immune to burning. Vengeful Flames, when a melee attack hits the attacker sustains 2 fire damage. Has a base 30% chance of being inflicted with burning. Interestingly though, if you look up here, once you get to champion level, it evolves into a more powerful version of itself called the Magma Spirit. And then at legend, it becomes an evoker. I'm not really sure what that is, but okay. Let's merge you into this army. On that note, does anyone else evolve into anything? What's evoker? I don't know. Damn, retaliate. Oh, it's going to be an ability. Right, okay. Exalted resistance. Fair enough. Me, I just get high level and I can choose what I do. It's a cute little lava lad. I love the way you put that, yes. I agree. Cute lava lad it is. There's something over there that I want to find out. There's also an underground that I want to check out too. This is actually a really cool mode, I think. Ooh, oh my. We are not strong enough to take you on. We're strong enough perhaps to take you on, though. But we don't need to, is the thing. What's that? I want to know what that is. But these won't attack us for now. Oh, there we are. Perfect. You go and start scouting. Albedo, I need some more scouts, please. 1, 2 more. Storehouse has got 4 more turns. More and more of the world is being turned into interesting things. What the... Are those eyes down? Those are eyes down its side. Okay, fair enough. The in-game encyclopedia is very complete. If we bring... Where is the encyclopedia again? Is it here? Oh, this is the event log. There we are. The encyclopedia over here. So yes, as with all good games, you can in fact just look up most things in this. The search function is your friend. New Empire development skill. Now, this is the interesting thing. Because we have several different affinities with our race, this one is a general one which always upgrades by itself. But we've got 3 different magical affinities based on the tomes and the various combinations that we've got. So we have gone to a point now where if I want to spend some Imperium, which is used for acquiring cities and speeding up Empire development and such, then I could choose the ability to embark and use vessels across water, and for flying and floating units to travel over water. That is worth it to me. So let's get that so we can start exploring other areas. This is another one, Fruitful Interjection. So we've got the Nature Infinity, which we're gaining +3 per turn. Founding or absorbing cities takes 2 turns less, and newly founded or absorbed cities gain +1 population. We don't need to grab that one yet. Not for quite some time. Every aspiring god here knows the basics of spellcasting. Mystic tier 1. So these are the books that we have access to currently, or that we've got some research in. What is that? Ah, mana. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you're a fiend. +2 fire resistance, -4 frost resistance, -4 spirit resistance. Desolate walk. Moving through ashland and chasms costs few move points. Immune to burning. Which is kind of annoying. Pack Hunter. Melee attacks deal +20% damage per friendly adjacent unit with Pack Hunter. So yeah, we're not going to take you on just yet because you're dangerously capable for the time being. The Wildspeaker. Support unit that empowers animals. That's perfect. Next up, we can get Wayfinder enchantment, so we could have very fast unit on our scout units. That is probably well worth getting. Call of the Wild. All friendly animals and cavalries gain some extra things. Summon wild animal is a spell. So tempting. But I'm actually going to grab this one so I can enchant my my scouts. I think that's a more important one. The more scouts I've got out there grabbing little things here and there, the quicker I'm going to get to the point where I've gained like all of the material. It's kind of like Stellaris. Initially, you just want to spam scouts everywhere to get those random events and the little bits here and there. Same with Distant Worlds 2 as well. You want to get out there and find the abandoned ships and repair them yourself first. Develop another skill. This time it is casting reserves. Gain 20 combat casting points and world map casting points. That one is useful to me. So I'm going to grab that. Our world map casting points are up here. World map casting points are used to cast spells on the world map. Casting reserves and base and Wizard King and Tome of Beasts. We've got 55 in total. I don't know if that's 55, like, if it regenerates or not. I'm afraid I don't know about that one. But we can annex a province now. We've got another mine if we wanted it. But shrine for more mana, library for more arcane knowledge. I think a farm would be good because it would get us population faster, plus it would boost us building that and boost us building the vendor. So is there anywhere that just needs farms? I see there's quarries around here that I kind of want, but we're going to go for the farm. There we go. Now this one I believe also had a pasture in it, so it's an extra bump of food. But our stability is not great. So it would be amazing if we could get something that would improve stability. There's nothing here that does that yet. What's more important to me right now? A little bit of everything. So I'll grab that. Okay. Orders required. We've got the Roaring Furnace. This is an ancient wonder. As the Fire Giant unit to the Rally of Lieges, this structure can only be entered and fought in by one arm. No, we're not going in there just yet, thank you. But no, that would be dumb. We'll go and grab this though. There we go. Nice big bit of visibility. My lord. What the heck are you? Is this a tier 4 Battle Mage Fiend unit? Yeah, no. You're not close enough to help this one out, though, which is interesting. But you are also I mean, I do want to try and take them out, but I don't necessarily want to just throw away my entire group here. But this is 370, so maybe I do need to find some easy pickings. Dragon's Lair over there. I mean, the pack hunters here, the Inferno puppies, I think I would take them as long as this one isn't close enough, and it isn't in base contact, so I should be able to engage just this one. I think. Or maybe that isn't how it works. I'm not sure entirely. We'll see. Oh! I just got a whirlwind blade. And this is why we need all of the scouts forever. Okay. I want you out and about doing a scan. And I want you to check out this new blade you just got. Whirlwind blade. So it isn't a ranged weapon. A charge attack grants plus 20% damage per hex traveled up to 3. Cancels defense mode. Removes retaliation attack. Whirlwind strike. Deals damage to all adjacent units. Not for this hero. If I had some more defensive items, then maybe. And if I also had like a shield, possibly. But right now, that doesn't feel like the right choice for this particular hero. I swear. Right, okay, let's get in there. Now, this is an example of something I really like in games where they have an auto combat. We can do auto combat and see what would happen. I would lose my elemental. Don't want to do it, so I'm going to try and do it manually. I really like it where games give that option. Alright. Want to split them up as much as I can. They can move crazy far, though. Let's get you up behind. I kind of want them to get close enough that I can get them with a web if I can. Right, let's stabilize everyone. Oh. Actually, I didn't mean to do that with them. My bad. I meant to move them up. Right, good, they're clustered. So first things first. Let's go for that. Fire. It resisted immobilization, but it did do damage to all of them, which is nice. I can hit you. 70% chance of hitting. Didn't do a good shot, but that's fine. Kinda want to move in and attack here. This is a tricky one because I don't want to get so close that they can completely swarm around me. These two can't move easily. I'm going to be putting you in a bit of a dangerous position if I move you out here, but let's do it. I've got a spell that I can cast. Now what does Distractor do? All attacks targeting this unit are flanking attacks. Oh, I should have used that first. Damn. Too late now. I need to thin their numbers greatly. Got a bit of a buff there. I want you to charge in. They will get a retaliatory attack, I believe. Let's try and finish them off. Come on, 70%. There we go. Now what I would like from you is to block too many getting around here. Now, you don't have the best defense. Neither do you, realistically. They are weak to everything we can do, so let's just get in there and start applying damage. They used up a lot of their points doing that. Okay, this is not too bad. They've got pack hunter bonus there, but that's not an issue for me right now. You can finish that one off if you can hit. Unfortunately, too many grazes, I think. Oh, no, you did manage it. Perfect. 16 points of damage here. You got 46 health. Fortunately, you're going to have to kind of bow out of this scenario. Or I can use this spell to almost kill you. Let's go for it. Got some extra buff for them, because we're not going to get it on our main character right now. There we go. Morale high. You've got very low morale now. If I had the ability to cast that, I mean, I could... I should have used this, actually. Because that costs me no points. I'll remember that for next time. That would have cost me no points, so I could have used Confuse on it. So even though this isn't a flanking attack, it would have counted as one. We did get a critical hit, though, because of our high morale. And another one. And, yeah, there we go. 3 crits. Nice. Yeah, we can eat the corpses if we want to, but there's no reason for us to unless we have to. Because it only gives us temporary healing. So it's just... I mean, it doesn't cost us anything to do, to be fair, but still. Right, that's all done. Nice work. And let's move on away from you, because I don't want to have to fight you next. We'll slowly level up. We're now a soldier rank with all of these. Right, what have we just unlocked? We've unlocked the ability to excavate earth and terrain in the underground, and farms grant plus 5 food. Now that one, definitely worth grabbing. 100% worth grabbing. Hello, Shen! Welcome, Raiders! Hello! Age of Derpers 0.4. Well, I mean... definitely, when I'm at the helm, that is a distinct possibility. Hello, I've seen that you've been playing a lot of this of late. How are you finding it so far, Shen? And hi, May. Thank you very much for the 31 months. Mai, rather, I should say. May? Why did I say it like that? But thank you so much for the raid, Shen. I hope you've been enjoying this as much as I have been. We only just started streaming it here. I've only got like 2 hours down, like in a tutorial game, but I am super enjoying it. Just finished our first run and got to see the meta progression. Oh, nice! That's awesome. How is the meta progression? We kind of briefly looked at some of the meta progression options, but obviously we don't really have any currency to use in meta progression right now. Do you get a lot of meta progression for finishing a game? Also, did you win or did you lose? Was it just you finished the game or you did well? The first few things you unlock are just cosmetic. Ah, okay. This is... okay, is there a way for me to just bring up our race? I think there probably is, isn't there? Avacnids. So yes, the Avacnids. They are spider-riding, sneaky goblins who have a penchant for the mystical and also the forbidden... They like the mystery meat burgers, okay? Don't ask where the meat came from. You probably don't want to know. I washed my hands of this one. Chat chose pretty much everything about our race, and now we're leading into it in a roleplay style. I let chat define the foundation, and now Now we're properly going to lean into this as our roleplay race. What kind of meat? Meat. Indeed. But yes. Okay. And yeah, out of nowhere, apparently the goblins are pretty fascinated by sheep. I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, we spider mounted, so I'm actually quite happy with that. It's going to be a bit of an interesting one. Our affinities based on the tomes, we've got the Tome of the Beasts, the General Research Tome, and the Mystic based on our race. So we've got a couple of affinities pooling up already. Interestingly, despite what they've selected, no shadow affinity. Chat were restrained. This isn't a full Dark Aavak run, despite, you know, the very toothy grin and, you know, clearly blood-stained chops of our dear Bobby drop table. Sometimes the crackling has a tattoo on it, and the sandbags have faces on them. Wait, wrong game. Yeah, I think you're thinking about RimWorld there, Demetrius. But chat, if you're not already familiar, please make yourselves familiar with Shenry, a good friend of mine, myself, and a good friend of the channel. We've met a few times now. Once in Bonnie, Scotland, and once at PDXCon in Berlin. We buff our spiders. Indeed we do. We buff all of the spiderlings. I mean, look at that. How can you love that face? So cuddleable. But Shen has been enjoying a fair bit of Age of Wonders 4 from what I've seen, so do consider checking out his channel if you're interested in some more Age of Wonders 4 content. But as for us, while our army is healing, we're going to continue wandering around trying to grab all of the things. Actually, I should grab that too. We've got the Wayfarer enchantment, which is great, so we need a new research now. Scroll of Attunement grants non-mystic units attunement Starblades, which increases damage. I mean, that is useful, but this is another one that would benefit our scouts, actually. So I'm going to grab Enchanted Crows. And we're immediately going to cast the Wayfarer enchantment. Now, this is a unit enchantment. And unit enchantments, they're not like one-and-done spells, like in combat. The combat spells have a resource requirement, but these ones have upkeep. So it'll cost me 70 will... Oh, actually, I can't. Oh, no, sorry. That'll the amount of turns it'll take. 70 world map cast points and 70 mana to cast. But then there will be a permanent 2 mana upkeep. Now, that upkeep will change based on the amount of units that are being enchanted by it. It only enchants scouts, but we are actually going to be adding another scout very soon. So that's something that we need to bear in mind. But, as you can see, our scouts are doing amazing work, grabbing all of the bits and bobs from everywhere. Aavak likes a shiny. This is not... I do. Yes. It is known. This is why I need all the scouts getting out there finding me all the shinies, amongst other sources of shinies. Alright, there we go. Let's launch the spell. Tunk. And this will enchant our scouts. Magpies unite. Indeed, it's a squirrel. Shiny good. Crow spiders. Yes. Okay, well, our scouts are now a little bit faster. And by a little bit, they are quite a lot faster. I think they went from 32 to 48. That is quite an improvement. I do want to grab that mana if I can. But that is going to be somewhere that we will take on later. I wouldn't mind getting another... Ooh. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Queen Rhino, the Golden of the Cursed Toadlings. Rhino the Golden. Let us hope this realm is big enough for all of us. Okay. Greets you cautiously. Relations -175. Okay. I'm going to send a welcome gift. Greet the other ruler with a gift. They may make a formidable ally in the future. Your gift of 50 gold and your relations with this ruler will improve by 50. Yeah, sure. Okay, so they're now indifferent. Positive first contact for 15 turns, and just met will pull that down for 10 turns, but that's fine. But our alignment is not good. They're probably good and we're probably bad. Yeah, we're a little bit evil, okay? We need to improve that. They're uneasy. This threat level represents how threatened the other rulers feel. This level is influenced by many factors that look at how well each ruler is doing. For example, if they have large armies in many cities, or are supported by many allies. Okay. I accept this gesture of goodwill. Bobby drop table. Thank you. God damn it. I could declare friendship, which would gradually push us towards allydom for 100 gold. We're a little bit evil. Do you make new armies simply by stacking units on top of each other? No, I think you can have literally 6 units in your army. But one of the things with this game is you can very aggressively reinforce. If you've got any units next to you, to your unit, when that unit attacks, it pulls the adjacent units into the battle with it. So you can end up with something like 5 or 6 different armies joining a single battle. But each army can only be made of 6 units. I'm not looking to maintain that for now. So goodbye. It's good to know where you are, or good to have met at the very least. I think they're probably there. Cursed Tower. Oh, that's an ancient wonder. Never mind. Gold vein. Resource nodes. These are the various underground passages. So I'm not actually sure where they are. Where did we meet them? Oh, it's another world wonder. No, it was over here. Or at least it looks like, unless that is just a lava lake. Oh, no, it's a lava lake. Never mind. But yeah, we're playing on a forming world, so gradually this world is settling into its new state. It started out completely desolate, but every turn a couple of the desolate regions convert into something new, so it looks really quite interesting. Go. Can annex another province now. I'm thinking of, well, looking at what we've got. Vendor is boosted. Town Hall is boosted. Building a quarry might be nice. Building some more... a forester would be nice as well. Forester would lead to the library. And then another one would lead to a granary. I mean, we don't strictly need to do it. Stone Conjurer would lead to a Masonic Hall. To a Workers' Guild. We do want the granary though, so I think we're going to go with Woodland. And for that, we're going to expand in this direction. Oh, hello. Not quite what I wanted to see, but alright. Right, so, given that, going to start work on the library so we can get some more knowledge. We've got a new unit who can go and start scouting. Oh, wait. Oh no, we haven't made anything else. Okay, so I want a Wildspeaker to add to our main army. But I also want to get some units to defend here. So I'm just going to queue up a few units. That'll do for a while. Get back onto that road. Head out in that direction. The Crow Companion is complete. Summon Wild Animal, Call of the Wild, Animal Kinship. Let's grab the Summon Wild Animal spell. I believe we can start going for the Crow spell immediately, though I do need a better source of mana, so Probably one of the next things that I grab is going to be start working on buildings that'll give us better mana regeneration. Oh, can I expand borders again? I'll double check now. Ring of Regeneration. It's a tier 2 ring. Natural regeneration. Heals 10% of its maximum hit points as temporary hit points at the end of its turn in combat. Heals 10 hit points at the start of your turn on the world map. Wow, okay. That is actually kind of amazing. That is the wrong person. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Let's cast a spell. It's going to have an upkeep of 2. Yep. Our scouts are now fairly heavily upgraded. Quite pleased with it. You can see the crows around them. Indeed. I concur. So Enchanted Crows and Wayfarer enchantment. They're sneaky, they've got pass-through, farsight. So what is their vision range now? Does it actually show me what their vision range is? They've got 48 movement, but doesn't look like it gives me just a stat card for that, sadly. We've got 2 new things. Whenever a new research skill is researched, the knowledge cost of another random skill is reduced by 25%. Or, defeating an infestation grants you a unit based on the infestation defeated.